Am I owning my standards or being crazy? I've been dating my boyfriend since January. We met on a dating app known for resulting in marriage, and I expressed right away I was here for a serious relationship and not anything casual. He agreed, we started dating, and after a month became exclusive. It's been generally really good, except that as the months have gone on, I feel less enthusiasm from him about making this more serious. I'm not saying I want to be married right away, but I just want this to feel like it's moving forward and not standing still or going backwards. I've said I love you twice, and he hasn't said it back. I'm glad I said it, and I would rather he not say it if he doesn't feel it, but we also never really talked about it. I introduced him to my best friend and want to introduce him to my aunt and uncle, who are the closest things I have to parents right now. But I'm hesitant because he seems to not be making active plans for me to meet his family. He hasn't said I love you back, and I'm getting nervous that he is just not as into it as I am. We have fun together, but I don't feel like we are really intertwining our lives. I sent these texts because I heard you in my ears saying, own your standard. So I'm going to read these texts that she sent him.
Okay.
We don't have his response. We just have her text, so I'll read them.
Which means he didn't respond?
I would hope. It's been 3 days at a minimum because that's when I got this email. Let me read it, and let's discuss after I read it. Is she asking for too much?
Okay.
I'm not sure if this will make me sound more or less crazy, but I guess I just want to say like the thoughts behind why I was asking about meeting your parents. Like after this long, it's not it's not happening. It tells me that you're not actively telling them that this is/I am important to you. I don't know, like maybe you are having these conversations and just not telling me, so I'm just saying how it feels on my end based on the actions and result. I want you to want me to be meeting the people you love and spending all your time with, and I don't really feel that it's coming from you. Because that's like in combination with the fact that at the beginning of the relationship, you were very vocal about your thoughts and like vocalized compliments, and I don't know, now it's 8 months in and you haven't said I love you to me. And I'd much rather you not say it if you don't mean it, really. But I also am like, why after this long don't you feel those things? Like, could you see yourself getting there? And there's a big part of me that wants to just delete this all at the risk of sounding too much, but oh well, haha. And you can think about it and just talk to me with your thoughts in person if that's easier. I just need to like articulate my thoughts. Dulce, what do you think?
She already know what the campaign is.
I'm sorry? Repeat that.
She already knows what the campaign is.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? Because I like what you're saying. I'm with you.
Meaning that usually, if you're thinking like this after 3 months, then it's like, okay, you might be doing a little too much.
Sure.
8 months?
Yeah.
Through a pandemic?
Yeah. It should be there's a point where of course we're going to meet my parents. It should be of course. And right now you're not getting an of course. So and to you for him to meet your aunt and uncle, it isn't of course. So where's his of course? Why is this not like breathing? And you're right. She knows the answer.
She knows the answer. She's waiting. I had an ex where I would spend a lot of time having conversations like that with him. And I already knew the answer. But like you said, a lot of times men like to live in this like wasteland of just, yeah. And it's like, nigga, answer the question. What the fuck are we doing? What's the campaign? Are we out here handing out? Nigga, are we running for office or not? Like, what are we doing? Or am I in here? Are we just in here utilizing each other's time and space? Because honestly, I could be doing something else. Like my ex was acting like a jackass, and I said to him, and we would have these long conversations that really didn't go anywhere. And one day I just got to his house unannounced, and because I was proving a point, and I just was, and we were about to start one of these long conversations. I just looked at him and was like, "Hey man, you give me ugly girl problems." And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Listen, I'm pretty. We both know I'm pretty. We've all seen reflective surfaces with me in it. Let's stop fucking around. Either you want to do this, you want to take me places, we want to do shit, or I'm going to hell home. Yeah. Do you want a beer?" That's it. And then write for 6 fucking months because I had to go, yo, nigga, either we doing this or I'm leaving. What the fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
And because there was so many times I'd be on the phone with my friends like, I'm not sure and I don't know. And she's like, bitch, talk to the man. Because a lot of the times, if it's been this long, you know what he's about. You know his actions. I knew how my ex stood up if he was going to pee, going to the kitchen, or going to bed. Just by how the man stood up from sitting down. So even though you've been separate, it's like it doesn't seem like quarantine affected your relationship at all.
Sure. And I'll speak. Sorry to interrupt, but I'll speak to what you're saying. I think it's what you're saying is a perspective shift. It's not I like him because he likes me. No, I like him because I like the way he stands up. I like him because I like that I know him intimately. And if he does, and again, there's all these people out there that are against ultimatums. I don't think it's an ultimatum when you go, are you going with me or not? And then you see whether you like them based on how they go with you. You come with me. It's like, no?
Well, it's one, I don't understand. I remember I was on the phone with my brother one day and he was just talking real loud, right? And I was like, hey man, you yelling at my phone. Hey man, you yelling at my phone. And I just went, hey bruh, either you stop yelling or get off the phone. What do you want to do? Look, I already told, these are what, either you stop yelling or get off the phone. What do you want to do? Because I know what I'm going to do. Are you going to come with me? That's what it is. People who are, it feels like to me, because I didn't want to give anybody off. People who are against ultimatums, it feels like to me, are always people who know that they're not going to get the outcome that they want.
Sure. Yeah, I'm with you. They're protecting their own feelings.
Right. And sometimes it's, because I remember my mom, because I would have these long conversations with my ex, and my mother just said to me one day, people don't even always know how you feel. So if you, and I had to learn, and I learned with him that me being quiet sometimes was the best thing for me to do.
Well, you by you saying, I mean, go back to the phone example. You're either going to stop yelling or we're going to get off the phone right now.
Yeah.
And then you've said your piece. Now it's what's the answer? Yeah, and it's like this email, this woman said her piece. I'd like to meet your family. I want to feel like I'm being intertwined in your life. Take that as it is. And it's like,
so it's now him, because that's not an ultimatum. That's her going, this is where I'm at. Because this is the thing. I've not been in a lot of great relationships, but I've been in a lot of bad relationships.
Yeah.
So I cannot spot a good dude, but I can spot an ain't shit dude from 50
Sure.
Please know that. So I think a lot of times we protect our feelings to our detriment.
Yeah. And to waste your time. You're wasting your own time at a certain point.
You end up wasting your own time. And it's like, people always talk about, all life is short. You're going to be alive as long as you're going to be alive.
Yeah.
But your amount of time is finite, meaning that it is going to end. You don't know when, because being alive is the longest thing you'll ever do.
Yeah. And what are you going to do? You're going to sit there for your whole life wishing that this person wants you to meet their parents? No, I want to meet the parents. I want to move on. I want to keep, let's keep it moving forward. If it's not moving forward, then I got to go find someone who's ready to do that with me.
You have to. And the thing is, it's going to be hurtful. Yes, it's going to be hard. Because I spent a lot of time with that man, just waiting for him to be like he was at the beginning.
Yeah. And I think this is the crux of this email is like, she asks, am I being too much or asking for too much? You're never asking for too much when you're there. Like, you didn't get to this point because you were walking forward by yourself. You were walking forward with him. Then he stopped walking. And now you're wondering, are you going to cross the street with me or no? And that's it.
We're very much in the worst version of the Footprints poem that you could ever be in.
You're right. That's funny. Yeah.
We had two sets of footprints on the beach. He wasn't carrying you, bitch. He flew away. He's gone. He fucking walked in another direction. Also, a lot of times as women, we give the caveat, well, I'm being crazy. Am I being too much? When you give that caveat, someone to waste your time is going to go, well, yeah, actually, this is being a bit much. And so it's now your fault for saying what you want, and then they're allowed to waste your time more. If that's how you feel, you're not being, a lot of the times it's, if you know this man this well to be able to see the signs, you're not being crazy. You're asking this, are you wasting my time or not? What are we doing?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with asking somebody that. You can do that in friendships too.
Yeah, it's never too much when you're just being honest with someone. When someone's dishonest with you, it's always, oh, I don't know. It's no. I'm with you 100%. I think she sent the text. You got to own it, and you have to be ready to leave. You can't leave.
When you send that text, you have to be ready to leave, because if you end up getting the answer that you don't want, what you gonna do then? You gonna stay with his goofy ass?
And she also wrote something very specific in her email. She wrote, I'm not trying to get married tomorrow. A lot of women say that too. And you're like, you're trying to get married someday. So stop saying you're not trying to get married tomorrow. That's a ridiculous thing. That's like saying like that. It's like when someone's like, I don't care if you're black, white, or purple, pink, purple. And you're like, there's no purple people.
We don't have,
why are you
I don't care if you're black, purple, red. We don't have those people. Stop doing that.
Stop doing that. So like, it's the same thing as it. To me, it's a similar thing of like going, I don't care. I'm not trying to get married tomorrow. Nobody's trying to get married tomorrow. No one's a crazy person. You're not a crazy person for wanting to meet his parents after 8 months.
No. And the thing is, like, think about with like even if you think all relationships, if it's you and another human being, it is a relationship. Think about how, even with like a friend, how significant it is to meet your friend's parents, to meet your friend's family. That is a significant step in any interaction between two people.
Absolutely.
So if we've been fucking for this long and I don't know your mama, I have questions and concerns.
Don't forget to like the video you just watched. I have many more. Subscribe to the channel right now. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, you fool. There's even a bell you can click to. Now you've got your week set Monday through Friday. I'm here for you.